Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to look at what is going on in your connection. For those of you who are new here, I just want to really welcome you. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I've been gone for some time. And it was just a very transformative time. A very some of the well, I guess not some, but one very particular thing that had happened to me that was kind of like a pivotal moment, or so it felt like. But yeah, I was just going through a lot of transformation, a lot of stuff, and I just really wanted to share that because I just felt like it. And I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful to have you here. But yeah, let's get back to the reading. So in today's pick a card reading, once again, we are looking at what is going on in your love connection specifically. So this is more of a love reading, but if you are asking about a connection that is not romantic, you might have to change the words to kind of fit that, but the general essence should be the same. The general message or the vibe, it really should be the same. So as you can see, there are 4 groups for you to choose from. We have group number 1 representing this card here with this raw howlite crystal. For group number 2, we have this card representing with this raw lemon quartz crystal. For group or pile number 3, we have this card here with this raw chrysocolla crystal. And for pile number 4, we have this card with the raw citrine point crystal. Whenever you're ready, you can always look into the timestamps in the description box below, and I will go ahead and see you there. Please take your time to make your selection. And just want to say, if the reading that you click on doesn't fit, you don't need to force it to fit, because it may not be your reading. But yeah, I will go ahead and just see you in your pile. Hey there, pile number 1. If you chose this card over here with this raw howlite crystal, this is going to be a reading. So let's take a look and see what this card is. I might have to refer to the guidebook for this deck, but please bear with me. It will kind of help me get into the vibe of this pile and understand what's really going on in this connection. But I do want to say that I am already getting a channeled message. I feel like it's going to be the theme. I might do it for, I'm going to do it for all the piles, but I am getting this message here from your person's higher self, or from your person. And the message that I was getting was that you have no idea how hard I tried. You have no idea how hard I tried to make this work. I really wanted it to work. A part of me still wants to make it work, but I'm not so sure if that's going to happen. I'm not so sure if that's going to play out that way. If some of your if this person is in a third party situation, if some of you, this is not for all of you, they still think of you, they still look back at you. There's like this feeling of this person, if they were given the opportunity to make things work with you, and if they felt like it seems fit to them, if they felt like it was something that could work, they would take that. They would actually be fearful. Okay, so they will be fearful is also something that I'm getting here. Yeah. But if they could overcome that, they would take it in a heartbeat. So what I'm take the opportunity to be with you in a heartbeat. So what I'm really getting is that this person has a lot of fear surrounding being with you in particular, just you in general. And they're also, you know, it's manifesting in certain things happening around them in the physical. But if they were given a clear path to be with you, they would still hesitate because they're kind of afraid of they're a little bit afraid of being intimate. They're afraid of being in love, and they're afraid of loving you because you really pull them down to, you know, you really challenge these beliefs in them. Is something that I'm getting about this person. So if this sounds like you though, this could be kind of like an energy check, and if it sounds like you, then you found your pile. So I'm gonna go ahead and place your crystal here and take a look at what this card is. Okay, and then we have the courage of your love with the number 38, and this is the card right here. Hope you can see it. All right, I might just take a quick look at the book, and it's number 38. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. I'm sorry, I just can't read. I'll try. Okay, I'm so sorry. Let me just read it properly. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Yeah, this is talking about fear of love, and it's talking about this light, like this really tiny light that is representing thought, but it's just like a tiny little light. But love is like the whole package, is what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna place that here, and I'm gonna be using this deck today. It does have some explicit images. I'm not yet sure how I'm gonna cover it. I might use these crystals over here or find something too, but hopefully we're not gonna get anything like that the reading. But coming back, what is going on in this connection with this person? We have the Page of Earth. This is the Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. The Four of Air. My heart is swelling up. We have the Eight of Water. In the back we have strength. Here's that strength right here. Okay, so I feel like this person is it's really summarizing what I've channeled, it seems. That if they could be with you, they can. But what's going on in this connection is just the manifestation of the choices that's been made in this connection. So with the Eight of Water here, which is the Eight of Cups, I feel like there has been a moment, like there has been abandonment in this connection, in the sense that somebody may have walked away from this connection. And I feel like it's most likely them, or it could be you also, really depending on the situation. But I feel like the both of you may have walked away in different ways in this connection, where they may have literally walked away. Maybe you have emotionally detached yourself is also something that I'm getting here. But it may be, what I'm channeling is like, it may be because of the fact that this person didn't come up with anything solid, so you didn't feel like investing much into this connection, kind of thing. Not that you didn't want to, but it just didn't feel right to you. I do feel with the Strength card here that the both of you are growing in strength, and you're also growing in strength in this connection, or for this connection, because of this connection. But there is this time period of distance, of no contact or limited contact or stuff like that with this Four of Air here. But also with the imagery, I'm getting this message that this person or you may still hope for one another, may still dream of one another, may still want to reconcile, if that's what it's still a thought in their mind, is something that I'm getting here. It's not like it's not there at all. And I feel like with this Eight of Fire here, there is a lot of attraction, but I'm also getting this feeling of something new happening in this connection, or like the energy kind of changing in this connection, like some new manifestation taking place in this connection. And something tells me that it has something to do with your person's behavior. If your person has been a certain way with you, they may they're probably going through this process of growth and change. I'm not particularly seeing what they're growing and changing into with these cards, but I'll be pulling more because I feel like I need to for this. But there is some growth and change that's gonna happen with when it comes to this person. And they may not appear or be the same way that they used to anymore. In general, just in general. But it has something to do with their feelings for you. It has something to do with how the connection has affected them. If some of you are communicating online, or there is distance, this might be a confirmation that this is something that this person does think about. I do feel that for some of you, it might be a long distance connection, and the both of you are trying to make it work, kind of thing. But there is a lot of peace and love here towards the both of you. It's just this limited belief, this limited mindset that is kind of getting, that's kind of playing a part in this connection here. But with the Strength card, I feel like there is still a need to sort of rest, to think some things over, to process some things before moving on in this connection. But whatever it is that is being processed at the moment, once it's kind of done, there will be movement in this connection here. because regardless, I do feel like there is desire here. All right, I'm gonna pull a few more. We have the 10 of air. This is the 10 of swords. The judgment. The 7 of water. This is the 7 of cups. And the 9 of water. This is the 9 of cups. And in the back we have the Queen of air. This is the Queen of swords. I feel like certain things in this connection didn't play out the way that you really, really wanted it to be and this person wanted it to be. I feel like there may have been some expectations from both ends. I'm hearing some of those expectations may have been a little unrealistic, and it's left a little bit of a I want to say a mark on the connection, but not really. It's like it's something that needs to be processed here, because there is an energy of feeling betrayed by one another, and it's not really what happened is what I'm getting here. It's like it's not really like, it's not like a serious betrayal, it's just emotional betrayal in a way, because they wanted you to be a certain way and you didn't show up that way, or you wanted them to be a certain way and they didn't show up that way. Well, you didn't show up and they didn't show up. It's kind of like that, but it's in a way that was not is may not have been really communicated, so it was unintentional here is the energy that I'm getting. But with the judgment, I feel that some things are coming into the light, some things that wasn't really very clear in this connection before about each other before. For this person specifically, it's coming into light. Some things that you may have known this person may have kind of been like, I'm not so sure about it, may come into light. This may be one of the reasons why this person makes some goes through, well, certain experiences that is created by the new energy that is kind of coming in. It's like a fresh energy. This could actually be because of astrological transits, because I usually see things like this happen during astrological transits when there's a change and certain energy opens up, and then if that's something that you are, interested in. But it doesn't really have to be an astrological transit. A lot of it has to do with your choice in making things happen. But astrological transits are kind of like a push from the divine, a help from the divine, and it does make, it's like it's when the universe helps you with certain things. But yeah, I feel like there is going to be new information here with the about some sort of a confusion that this person had. But I feel like this confusion was more like not listening to their intuition, or you not listening to your intuition, or the both of you not listening to your intuition. For very few of you, not valuing their intuition, what their intuition was telling you about something. But I feel with this 9 of water here, there's more emphasis on self-satisfaction, self-growth, and self-development. This is like self-fulfillment kind of energy here. So this really tells me that if you're it's like being satisfied with yourself, but this really tells me that whatever that you want to have, like whatever that you expect to happen in this connection with this person, that is exactly what's going to play out. So if you want to be with this person, you might get some signs that makes you satisfied to continue with this connection. If you don't want to, then wherever this energy will take you, just because it's a general reading, it's going to take you to some sort of satisfaction, some sort of personal satisfaction. This could also mean that being happy with regardless of what this person is doing or thinking or being, with the 8 of Cups here, regardless. But when I see the Strength card, I feel like it's speaking about the both of you, but mostly you, because you're in this reading here. For those of you who are watching, like, I really get your energy here with the Strength card, that you are growing, you are changing, and facing your fears when it comes to love. And whether this person is doing the same thing or not, for some reason, it's not being shown yet in your energy, or in this reading for this pile. It's not something that I'm seeing. I feel that you receiving that information may not have manifested for some reason, because I'm not getting that energy as I try to seek it and search for it, like scan through it. I'm not really picking that up. So I feel that Spirit may be using this person for you to step into your power, and whatever that you're experiencing in this connection with this person, however you may feel for this person, Spirit is still using this person to kind of get you to settle into your true essence, in your true power. So if a lot of this energy kind of in this connection, if you're feeling a lot of energy in this connection kind of self-focused, that is how it's supposed to be, and not so much towards this person, while there is still a desire to kind of want to be with each other. So it's like a detachment there, but there is still a longing. And this person may kind of may never have shown up in a way to kind of court you, or to kind of want to get with you. Like, this person never showed up in that way for you, is also something that I'm getting here with the Page of Pentacles. They never showed up that way. But there have been talk, there have been communication, there have been indication here. There have been, yeah. For some of you watching, you could be students. So that would make sense. If that's the case, then discard the message about them wanting to, be in a relationship with you. But it's just this energy, like with this is like the imagery here of this boy. It's a boy, So yeah, it could also mean that this person is younger for some of you. But yeah, that is pretty much what I'm getting here for you, pile number 1. What I'm going to do now to kind of close the reading is I've already shuffled and pre-pulled some advice oracles. And I'm going to take a look and see what's in here. And I'll channel the advice for you from these cards. So we have Deep Replenishment, Retreat, Rest, Be Held. It's really reminding me of this card here. And also the Four of Swords, which is about rest. have family with third eye chakra. Blessed. And a new start is coming. Yeah. So some of these cards are kind of confirming what I was picking up on with this new start coming and this Eight of Wands energy. It's a really fresh, clean energy. It's a new energy that is entering this connection. It's a general reading, so I'm not really, you know, there isn't too many details on what's going to happen here. But with this family, I do feel like this person, for some of you, this person may have a family of their own. And they kind of still want to be with you, kind of feeling. Or they have family obligation is what I'm really picking up here for some of you. Or some of you may want to look into your family like family is important here, but I'm really getting so many different messages with this. But with the family, I feel like there is some sort of for some of you, there might be like an unhealthy attachment to family in general for both of you, one or two of you. I don't mean maybe one or two of you, but I just channeled that. I'm not sure, but it does feel like there are some family attachments here that needs to be looked at, or something about the way you perceive. Like this is giving me a mental energy. Like I'm sorry, but this card is going to be a little bit of an abstract message because yeah, please take this as it resonates, but I'm getting a mental energy. I'm getting a very smoggy, smoky kind of a mental energy, and this is surrounded by something that has to do with the family. So this could be family programming for some of you. This could be some the thing that I said about a third party. Maybe your person is dealing with their own family, sorting things out with them if they want to be with you. If they but that's something that may be needed if that's where they're going towards. Because from what I'm seeing here, it's like they said that they tried, but they are not really living up to the courage, living up to a courageous personality. Like I'm sorry if my words are all over the place. It's just something that happens when I channel. But I do feel that it does have something to do with that. It's a very mental energy. It's a very stuck energy. Just because of the imagery that I'm seeing here, it's reminding me of another card from this deck, which is all about detoxing. And that's kind of interesting because when I was choosing the crystal for this pile, I was almost reaching towards black I don't have a black tourmaline, but a pink tourmaline, but my tourmaline crystal, which is all about cleansing. So there needs to be some sort of cleansing here from both ends, especially mentally, which may be why we have this deep replenishment card, which is also giving me this cleansing energy. But with this blessed here, I feel like the both of you do feel blessed to be in each other's presence regardless, knowing each other regardless, because I do feel that still, you know, the both of you, no matter what's happening between the two of you, there is still a lot of sweet energy. There is still some sweet feelings that the two of you have for each other. And I feel like that is sort of supporting you, the both of you, in taking your time, the both of you with going about it the way that you want to go about this connection. But this blessed energy has something to do with that. Another thing that I'm getting with this blessed card is that focusing on the positive, some of you may need to sort of focus on the positive thoughts. Now, this doesn't really mean ignore the heavier feelings, but I feel like there may have there might be an energy of sort of like mentally spiraling down, and I feel like this is what this is addressing towards that. Count your blessings because you still have a lot to be grateful for. But yeah, this is all I see for you, pile number one. I hope this reading helped, and if you want to share anything about this connection or just anything, feel free to comment. I love to read them. And if you like this reading, you can always like the video to let me know that you did. If you want to follow for more readings, you can always subscribe to my channel. And if you want to book a personal reading, feel free to send me an email. If you have already sent me an email when I was away, by the time I upload this reading, I will have already replied to your email. So please check if you're still interested. But yeah, this is where I leave you, pile number one. Thank you so much for being with me here, and I hope you have a great day, night, whenever you're watching this. And if you're not having one of those days, then I'm sending you a lot of love. But regardless, take care. I do hope to see you soon. Hey there, pile number two. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you chose this card and this crystal over here, the raw lemon quartz crystal, this is going to be your reading. So for pile number one, when I touched the stone on the card, I was already getting a message even before showing it to, even while I was introducing the groups. And I felt like doing that for each of the piles. So when I feel into your energy and your person's energy, as we're looking at what is going on in your connection right now, I feel this very, very fresh, open energy, like breakthroughs, like things clearing out, like energies like that. And I am also getting this energy of this person being really secretive. So I am getting an energy like very secretive. For example, when I was feeling into pile one's message, there was a channeled message coming through here, and I wanted to see if there was something like that coming through. But as I feel into it, it feels a lot like this person wants to speak to you privately, like they don't want to tell me through get the message out through me. Like this person is very direct, very they are secretive, and they may appear secretive, but it's only because they might be the kind of a person who might be like, if it's not your business, you don't have to worry about it. If it's not your business, I have no reason to tell you anything about it. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting about this person. So if it sounds like your person, if you feel like this is how your person is, if this is their personality, then you have found your reading. You can also use it as an energy check. If it feels like this is not how your person is, then you might want to select a different pile. So let me just go ahead and see what this card is. I might also need to refer to the guidebook for this deck, but let's just go ahead and see. And we have the number 27 with Angel Razbar. So I feel like this, if I remember correctly, I feel like this card is all about transforming. It's very it's a lot like that open energy, like things clearing out kind of an energy. I feel like the springtime could be significant, or not for all of you, because there is a thing about divine order of things, like certain things have to happen for certain things need before certain things can manifest. But this is giving me like fall energy or spring energy, mostly spring energy, when there's new leaves coming out after a dark period, things like that, like the world starting to light becomes more alive after the winter and during the spring, or during that transition. It's that transition that's really sticking out to me. I feel like your soul, that might be the soul season for this connection here. if you see the connection as something alive, then that is the kind of energy that this connection is kind of moving towards, or stepping into, or getting ready to step into. That is what I'm really getting here. So there isn't so much about, there is a lot of surrendered energy here. This doesn't feel like something that the people involved in this connection are just doing and initiating, but I feel like this is the result of something that has previously been initiated. So it's more like something that has been set in motion before, gaining momentum. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. But let me see what this card is about, because I want to see if my channeling kind of resonates with that. And it says, "Tell me the truth," I asked love. What are you?" "I am the everlasting life," love said. "I am the recurring joy of living." Yeah, that spring energy, right? I might just read this part to kind of get into the reading and kind of get into the vibes and I just really feel like sometimes the guidebook really says things in a way that is better than what I can say, and the way that I can put into words. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read this really quick, just this part. And it says, "The master speaks of a den of riches, where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and yet ready to be claimed. Go scoop them up," urges the master. "The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels?" they cry, "for we cannot find them anywhere." The master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly, "In service, my beloveds. You shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living." So, the part about service is really standing out to me. What is this thing about service? I feel like you have really, this is the feeling I'm getting of like opening your soul up and giving the gift of who you are. So if there might be this feeling of wanting to share yourself with the world and the people around you as a result of how this connection has opened you up. This could be for both parties in the connections, you and the person that you're asking about. I feel like it's opening you up to share the gift of who you are. And for some of you, you might feel a little bit uncomfortable about this. Just, I don't know, like there is a little bit of a discomfort for just a few of you because you're not ready to open up yet. Some of you are still healing. That's why I feel that energy. But I feel like overall, you are stepping into that, and overall it might, depending on the time frame, is going to be different for different people, because time is not really something that it's an illusion. It's not real in spirit. So yeah, that's the kind of energy I'm getting, but I'm not sure. Maybe tarot's going to help me look into it. There's an air of mystery here, so I'm gonna shuffle the deck that we'll be using. See what comes through. So I do feel a level of detachment here with your person, like quite a bit of detachment, really. So okay, that is okay. We're starting off with the Queen of Water. This is the Queen of Cups. supposed to take them, but kind of like in this order. We have death, which is very similar to this energy. I was getting Scorpio energy. Yeah, there was Scorpio energy. Page of Fire, also North Node energy. For the tropical astrology, and South Node or Ketu energy for Vedic astrology, because I know that the meanings of it's interesting in Vedic astrology, the Ketu or the South Node, also in a different sign than the tropical South Node, but it's very similar to the North Node in tropical astrology. I hope it's making sense. It's like South Node in Vedic is similar to North Node in tropical, but it's kind of like, that's the energy that I'm getting. More spiritual energy that you're stepping into. 10 of Fire. This is the 10 of Wands. And in the back, we have the Hierophant. Can I show this? Yeah, I think it's fine. All right, so I feel like things have been really heavy in this connection. And now things have been so heavy that there was no choice but to surrender it. And in surrendering something in this connection, or maybe this connection, or letting go of this connection, or letting go of how things are in this, there is something about letting go here, and learning from it. It's like things becoming so heavy and burdened because of something that has happened in this connection, or maybe this connection itself. There was some aspect of this connection that was really heavy on you and this person, but I'm getting mostly on you. Also your person, but I'm not really seeing so much of your person. I'm seeing a lot more of you, about you, and learning from this connection. I'm not sure if things were heavy for your person as well or not. I don't really see that, but I do see, regardless, that the both of you have learned a lot from this connection, or are learning a lot from this connection, learning from things that didn't work out in this connection with this death here. So there is a lot of transformation going on with this Page of Fire. The imagery is also giving me it's also kind of giving me transformation energy, just by the way that this picture is depicted here. But also with the Page of Fire, I'm getting this energy of a new spark, but kind of working with that spark. So there is new inspiration coming in. There is a feeling of hope as well that I'm getting here. With this Queen of Water, I'm getting this energy also of really nurturing yourself, being soft and gentle with yourself, and being very emotionally available with yourself and with other people. I'm feeling this emotional availability also kind of towards this connection, but that doesn't mean like you really showing up physically for this person, or this person physically showing up for you. It just means that being emotionally present with what's going on, or how you're feeling about this person, how you're feeling about this connection. And I feel like that is something this person is transforming into. Because when I feel your person's energy, I feel like there is really big movements happening, rather than you who are a little bit aware in this area. No wonder, because you're watching a tarot reading. But yes, for your person though, they are going through a transformation that is making them this way. The transformation that's kind of making them getting to know themselves better and stepping into their power, or at least wanting to, or being inspired to step into their power. In the back of this deck, like underneath the Hierophant, is the King of Fire. This is the King of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So They are in the process of it. There are no promises, like things haven't gotten that far in this with this person yet, but they are really transforming, because we have, you know, your main card is also talking about transformation. So there is changes happening for both people, you and your person, in this connection. And of course, since the two of you are not the same, you both are transforming in a way that fits you, that suits you. So you're transforming in two different ways, but there is still major transformation happening in this connection. I feel that this transformation for some of you, I'm like, I've really been getting this for pile number one, and I'm also getting this for this pile as well, that some people are transforming to come to be with each other. Some people are transforming to move away from each other. It's not very clear in these energies here. It wasn't so clear the previous pile. It's not clear in this pile either. So I can't really tell if the transformation is bringing the two of you closer. But regardless, with this Page of Fire, I do feel like there is desire here. There is desire here, which was also in the previous pile. Like, there is desire, but I'm not seeing if the transformation or the changes are bringing you closer. I feel like this is where the idea of free will really comes in. If you're choosing to be with this person, then and the universe supports that, then I feel like things are going to play out in that way. But I don't really see anything more than this. I might need to clarify the Page of Fire here. We have Temperance. Yeah, this is an energy of it's actually a very beautiful energy, very spiritual energy, and a very angelic, peaceful energy. So there is surrender no matter what happens in this connection. So there is a sort of letting go energy here. Like, if it's meant to be, it will be. If not, then that's okay. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here for both of you. So there is deep, deep, deep surrender to the divine happening here. And that's why in terms of when I see this energy, it doesn't matter. And I don't think that your guides are going to spoil it for you, because that's, you know, and that if it's very clear whether you're going to end up with this person or not, or if you're moving towards each other or not, then it's kind of spoiling the lesson. Like, you won't learn the lesson. So your guides are not really going to spoil it for you. But regardless, you are going to step into this energy where you will be comfortable with whatever outcome happens, with whatever you're comfortable with whatever you're used to. Like, not really with whatever you're used to, but you will be used to this energy. You're going to be okay with it. You're going to be okay with no matter what happens in this connection, because you're going to be so much in peace here. Also, with this, the imagery here with the Queen of Water, this is also giving me a lot of I'm not very well versed in Hindu deities or anything. Like, I don't really know much about them, but this is giving me Saraswati vibes, if that's significant. Maybe for those of you who know, you'll know what this message means. But this is a very peaceful, loving, very loving energy, very unconditionally loving energy, actually, is what I'm getting here. Very unconditionally loving. Or maybe I might be wrong, because I don't know all kind of I don't know all the goddesses. I don't know much about them, but that's what came to me. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but some goddess. I feel like if you know, you'll know. I just don't know much about it. So spirit can really can really make me say something I don't physically know. But I mean, I'm not that ascended yet, but Anyway, you will know what that means. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a few more cards and then see what else comes out with this connection. So what's going on in this connection? This is the Seven of Water, which is the Seven of Cups. Ooh, that one jumped right out. We have the High Priestess. So the fact that this card just jumped right out, I really feel that your intuition is, if it started already or not, I'm not it's different for different people, but I feel that your intuition is so on point right now, and your intuition is so heightened right now. If you those of you who are watching with psychic abilities, your psychic abilities are moving towards being really, really crazy high, crazy accurate, like crazy powerful right now, or you're moving into that with this card here and with whatever is happening in this connection here. Like your intuition is loud and clear, or you have learned or mastered how to listen to your intuition very clearly, also is something that I'm getting here. And then I see like a lot of some of you could be studying more, getting more into spirituality, learning more about spirituality. There is, with this, I'm also getting this kind of like a message coming through that don't use spirituality to numb out, which is like, you know, spiritual bypassing, like not really feeling your deeper emotions. That is something that I feel that you are being asked to be sensitive about, because I feel like there is support here in that kind of mastery, in mastering feeling your feelings, all of your feelings, and kind of using and also ascending and, you know, becoming more spiritual while feeling your feelings, and not really spiritual bypass with this Temperance here, and also with the Seven of Waters, which is the Seven of Cups. So that is something that Spirit is kind of guiding you towards, so that you're sensitive about it. But it's a kind of mastery with this Hierophant here. That is, this is a very spiritual pile. This is like, I'm here asking about what is going on in this connection. I feel like there's just a lot of spiritual things going on here. And I feel that this is something that the connection is inspiring or becoming a catalyst to. With your person, I do feel that they are stepping more into peace. Their way of getting into spirituality is not going to be the same as yours. I feel like it's going to be different. It's something that I'm picking up, but in a way that balances the two of you. Or if you are in a, if you're aware that you're in some sort of a twin flame, if you are in a twin flame connection, whatever you're learning, they're kind of like picking up on that, and they're learning that skills on their own. Like they're kind of picking up on it. And if you're working hard to learn spiritual skills and mastery, they are also picking up on it through you. So but it's going to manifest in a way that is more personal to them, that makes more sense to them, that is more like them. But with the Seven of Waters here, I feel I'm getting this need to ground kind of energy. That there is still a need to ground in this connection. If some of you are feeling like this connection is really, really spiritual, and it kind of throws you off balance, there is a need to ground yourself, because I feel like what's going on in this connection maybe right now, or there is this energy of being spacey. There's this energy of not understanding what is illusion and what is real and what is spiritual guidance, something like that. I feel like that is where you're being asked to develop your sensitivity and like that understanding in. Regardless though, every time I look at this card, I do feel that your person is still very attracted to you. And there is like this hope that the two of you are, you know, get together, but there's also like a deep surrender here. You have the Knight of Fire. This is giving me more energy of things clearing out and taking action and taking charge of your own life, even though that's not what I get. Just because the Knight of Fire, the Knight of the Knight of Wands is with the Ten of Wands, I feel that there's like this burst of energy that that's coming through here. Like breaking free from a heavy burden kind of energy, letting go and stepping into your creative, your spiritual power, because the suit of fire, the suit of wands is also very spiritual energy. Like this could be extremely passionate though, like there is a passionate energy coming through here, but it's towards life in general. And there is a detachment here with this person, and from this person from you as well. But this person does find you attractive, like that's there, like it's coming through over and over again. They find you very angelic. So to me, it feels like in this connection, there's just, what's going on in this connection is just more learning. And more mastery. I feel like the both of you are really healing, really, really healing. And this person is also very self-focused, very focused on themselves, just like you are. Like this is not the kind of a reading where there might be a third party or anything, or them being interested in someone else. That's not the kind of energy that I'm getting here. Some of you may be fearful of it, because I'm getting that energy. If you're not in contact with this person, you might be fearful whether this person is seeing someone else, but there is no sign of it. This person is just self-focused. In the back of the deck, we have the Tower. So yeah, old beliefs, things that no longer serve you, have fallen away. This, or are beginning to fall away in this connection. It might, for some of you, it might be very turbulent the way that it happens, but which is interesting because, or this is something that is happening or has happened in the past, but there is this energy of moving into calmer, peaceful times here. And this makes sense why we have the transformative Scorpion energy here. 8th house energy, actually, to be exact. This is a more 8th housey energy. And it's like when I feel this tower energy, it's kind of like really showing me the depth of transformation that's happening, which is on a very deep level, very, very deep level. And it's kind of making me, I feel like I'm getting goosebumps or stuff, something like that. But it's a very powerful energy. Like it's really showing me how powerful you are and how powerful your person is as well. But you're here, so let me just say that you're really powerful, really strong, and very compassionate, very loving. It's like my heart is swelling up for you. I feel like you're doing great. Like if you need to hear this, you're doing amazing. You're doing great. You're doing the best you can, and the best you can is really working. And the way that you're loving people, or the way that you are stepping into loving people the way that you are, that is so beautiful. Okay, so pile number 2. I'm going to close this reading by looking at your advice cards that I've shuffled and pre-pulled, and let's just see what we have for you, and I'll channel the guidance that's coming through here. So we're starting off with align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Just giving me this tower energy and all the basically everything going on here. Yeah, so you're focusing on the things that are no longer serving you and the things that needs to change in your life, and you're stepping into your power and you're aligning your life with source and the divine and with your higher self, with your most loving self. And then we have mental strength through chakra with hematite. Yeah. Just as I was saying, that you're so strong. Hold your vision with fixed moon. If you're manifesting something with this person, with hold your vision here, I feel that it's maybe you're feeling called, you're intuitively feeling that you need to raise your vibration in order to do that, in order to receive the manifestation that you're desiring, and you're raising your vibration here. There is like, I'm getting this energy of manifesting, and then we have chaos and conflict. Yeah, for some of you, there has been things that's gone down in this connection that's been really difficult to deal with. There may have been fights, there may have been words being exchanged that are very or there may have been conflict within yourself. There is a message here about stubbornness, but I feel that with the surrender here, this is something that you're letting go of. Or maybe there is still something that needs to be let go of, which is what's coming through, because this energy, it feels like the perfect peace, the peaceful energy that I was getting. And I feel like it's something that you're stepping into, but you haven't completely yet for a lot of you, or some of you, which is why this card is kind of coming through for you to really heal these feelings the best way that you can, in the way that works for you, because it's something that's kind of holding you back. And I feel like this is very similar to the tower moment that's here, that the both of you may have shared, or you have experienced in this connection here. And it's kind of it's left some bitter feelings with this chaos and conflict that needs to be healed. But regardless, you do have a vision for yourself, for your life, and some of you for this connection. Spirit is asking you to hold on to it. And these cards are giving me this energy of if some of you are raising your vibration to manifest your best life, manifest the life that you're desiring, then keep holding your vision because you're desiring it for a reason. But another thing about manifestation is that it's what your heart desires that is an external reality of your world. So sometimes subconsciously, a lot of the times we feel like we're not good enough, we're not worthy enough, and sometimes that those thoughts are so deeply rooted that we unconsciously manifest that. And our entire life is a manifestation of our mind and our thoughts, and mostly of your subconscious mind, mostly of that. And the thing about subconscious mind is that we are not very aware of our subconscious mind. We don't know what our subconscious mind is thinking. And I feel like with this mental strength, I feel like you're finding a way to understand your subconscious mind and align your life and change your narrative here, with align your life what needs to change energy here. It is like I'm getting this deep heavy feeling of aligning your life or wanting to align your life. And but yeah, the mental strength, I feel like you're really growing in your mental strength here in this connection. But since it's a general reading, I'm getting so many messages about whether you know, about this connection. But I might pull one card for this one here to sort of really see if I've gotten what this is talking about. We have the Three of Water. Yes, this is talking about you know, reconciliation, having, you know, celebration, more positive, cheery emotions. So yeah, this is about really going into what these feelings are telling you with this chaos and conflict, and healing them. It might bring me back to the spiritual bypassing kind of energy that I was getting here, that there needs to be like a little bit of a redirection that your spirit is guiding you towards. I feel like all of these energies are present in you, but while so many of your energies are positive, there are still some things to work on, which is very natural. It's a very natural thing to you know, this is a very natural thing for us to experience. So this is all I have for you, pile number 2. If you want to talk about this connection and share anything about this connection in the comments, feel free. I love to hear it and read it. I mean, read it, but you know what I mean. And if you like this video, you can always, if you like this reading, you can always like the video to let me know that you've loved it or liked it. If you want to follow for more readings, you can always subscribe to my channel. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can always send me an email. And if you have already sent me an email when I was away, and you haven't received my reply, please check your email if you're still interested in booking a reading with me, because by the time I upload it, I will have already replied to your emails. So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile number 2. I appreciate you so much for being here with me, and I hope you have a great, lovely night, day, evening, whenever you're watching it. And if you're not having one of those days, then I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of healing, a lot of support from the divine to you. And yeah, this is where I leave the reading. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I do hope to see you in the next one. Hey there, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you chose this raw chrysocolla crystal and this card over here, this is going to be a reading. I know that I'm wearing something different than the way that I was introducing the pile. I'm just a little cold right now. And I feel like this is significant because I was wearing this in pile 2 as well. because that's when I started getting cold, but I didn't feel like saying it. So yeah, I hope that you're doing well. I'm sending you a lot of love, because well, I started for pile number one. I channeled when I was doing the reading, and when I picked up their crystal, there was already messages coming through, so I decided to channel a message for every pile. So when I was channeling yours, when I've just channeled a little bit to get into the vibe of it, or to tap into your energies. There is this heaviness, this sadness, and I feel that with me mentioning being cold, maybe there's been abandonment here, but the kind of abandonment that breaks your heart. And I feel like there is, like, I was really hearing why did you do this, or why didn't you do this, or why didn't you love me, or why. There's just a lot of why, like why. And that's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. For some of you, you may have you may have seen a lot of hidden potential in this person, but this hidden potential that you have seen in this person, it was really hidden, but you believed in this hidden potential, because when I look at this crystal, this is a raw crystal, but this crystal cola is particularly raw. Like, it's so raw that the crystal is barely showing, and there is just this glittery. I mean, I'm sure you probably, it's probably not something that the camera is catching right now, but I do feel that, but I do want to mention that the crystal is kind of sparkling, but within the rawness of it. So I feel that there's something about this, and also your emotions for this person are honestly really raw, or this person may express very raw emotions. Like, this person is really comfortable in expressing their raw emotions. Like, if they're really, really angry, they're going to express it. If they're really, really sad, they're going to express it. Or if they really want to say something, they're going to express it. Or this could be you, or this is something that the both of you have in common. There may have been a lot of ups and downs in this connection, because of the extreme emotions that the two of you have for each other, or the fact that you both like to share it. Maybe that's something that you bond with each other for, through. Sorry. But it feels like there's also an energy of something that was, if there were any red flags in this connection, you've seen them, but you've ignored them, kind of vibe. Like, I know that that's quite common, but I feel like it was something that was in your face. But if it's something that you're going through right now, or with this person, like, it feels like there's a lot that's went down with this person, and there's abandonment. I'm not sure if I'm channeling your energy or theirs, but I feel like you would know if this is your pile or not. But yeah, I think this is all I'm getting so far with the crystal here. Let's see what this card is. I might have to refer to the guidebooks. I'm just gonna put that there for a second. And sorry, it's just the crystals. Dust. Okay. We have the dance of the divine feminine. I want to show you something, pile 3. I have already shuffled and pre-pulled your oracle cards, and when I shuffled and pulled one of the cards, I don't know what that card is, but from one of the decks, on the back of the deck here, we have yin, and this really stood out to me. So I want to show that, which is so similar to this dance of the divine feminine. This is really speaking to me about not being valued or not being respected, for your emotions not being respected, or your boundaries were not respected here. there is a feeling of I'm trying to put this to words, but there is a feeling of your softness or your gentleness or all of that stuff not being appreciated. And your kindness not being valued. Something that you have given really freely that people usually need to earn, people usually need to build a relationship for, you gave to them without, without holding back. You may have even leaked your energy for this person, but because you felt so deeply for this person, it felt like it was the right thing to do at the time. That is the kind of energy that I'm getting here with the dance of the divine feminine. Now, those of you who are watching, you don't have to identify with this, but the message that I'm channeling here is as general as I can possibly make it. But many of you watching this reading are hurt. Now we also have the number 42. I don't know, some of you may be in your 40s watching this reading, which I don't usually pick up on, but if you are, I'm very grateful that you're here. Yeah. So, okay, let me just take a look at the guidebook to see what I'm picking up here with this, and see if there is any parallels, or if there's anything coming through, anything more that I missed. Sometimes the guidebook really helps me verbalize the energies that I'm picking up on, because it's just, it's written so well. I'm just going to read the poem that comes with this oracle. And then we have the number 42, Dance of the Divine Feminine. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the saw or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river would stop, if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. How can your feet bear to be still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying the absolute submission? Yes, more. You were made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy way of your mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestration of love. With this message here, what I'm getting for you is that this is a message from the divine and the spirit telling you specifically that yes, you have experienced a lot of pain and suffering in this connection, but love is still asking you to move forward. Love is still asking you to keep wanting to go on. Love is still asking you to not lose hope. Love is still showing you the way to more love. And instead of thinking about the heaviness and the negatives of what's happened in this connection or how it's left you feeling, focus on what it is making you, what you're becoming because of these experiences. Yeah. And love is still speaking to you, the divine is still speaking to you and moving you towards more love. And there is this message of not being afraid to listen to the dance of love, or to dance with love, or to submit to love. So in this connection for this pile, I'm getting this message of moving on from what's happened. And that's what's going on here. It's like the stage of this connection, it feels like there is a need to step away because boundaries were crossed, you know, you were not valued, things like that may have happened here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull tarot. This is the deck I'll be using, and let's just see what comes through for you. What is going on in this connection? What is going on in this connection? We have the Six of Earth. Yeah, the Six of Earth is the Six of Pentacles. I feel like there was some sort of a lack of balance in this connection with the give and take, which does make sense with the over-giving energy that I received. The Hanged Man. Six of Air, that's the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Water, this is the Nine of Cups. And in the back, we have Two of Earth, which is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. This is very clear, pile number 3. I'm getting this message of, I'm really getting this message of going out of your way to be there for this person. Going out of your way to support this person, to be there for this person. Going out of your way to love this person. And things are really still and stagnant in this connection right now. So it does seem to me that nothing is really moving or changing in this connection. And there is a focus here in self-fulfillment. There is a focus or a need or a desire to just be happy within yourself. Just be satisfied within yourself. And just be, you know, there's this feeling of triumphant. Like just feeling like you are enough. Just feeling this feeling of triumph, you know, like I've won something, or I have, even though that is a Six of Wands energy, so it's really bringing me to Leo energy. You or this person could be could have strong Leo in your charts, but yeah, I do feel that there is an energy of moving on with the Six of Air here. So what's going on in this connection here is that you're moving on. What I'm picking up from this person is that maybe they're also moving on. Like there's moving on happening in this connection. What's happening with this person, or from this person's end, I do feel that they are struggling with having their own priorities. So I don't feel like the person that you were dealing with was emotionally mature or knew what they wanted or knew what their priorities were. I feel like they're dealing with their, you know, they're still kind of stuck in this energy of not knowing what they want because they don't know themselves enough and they don't know their priorities. So they may be aware of the fact that they mishandled you, but I mean that in a way of they did not treat like I hope you don't misunderstand when I say mishandled. It just means that mishandled the situation when it comes to you, basically is what I mean to say. I feel that there has been a lot of gaslighting happening in this connection. There may have been a lot of just a lot of toxic pattern, a lot of toxicity that I'm picking up on, just a lot of blame going on as well. A lot of he said, she said. I was getting a little bit of a drama energy, but I'm getting that again very strongly with the Six of Air, because there is this need to kind of move into peace in this connection here. And also self-doubt. Like I feel that with this Nine of Water here, a lot of you may have been doubting yourself a lot. And I feel that you were craving some sort of validation with this connection here, which just didn't come. And this person does have a little bit of a nonchalant kind of energy, but this person does struggle with things in their own way. But when it came to you, they could not change their perspective to fit you. Like, I feel like this Hanged Man is kind of like this when I channeled their end. But the connection itself is in a standstill. So this is giving me this energy of desiring to move on, but there is still something really still about this connection here, or something that's still kind of lingering. But another thing that I'm getting here is that there needs to be a change of perception. And I feel like the perception is changing. The way you see this connection is starting to change from the way you were seeing it in the beginning or in the middle. And I feel that this person is becoming aware of that in you. I feel like this person is also becoming aware of this change that you're going through. Like, they can kind of see that. Like, you're kind of glowing with this card here. You're kind of glowing in their eyes, because I feel that you are, since this is in your energy, I feel like you are beginning to understand what has happened here. And you may have also mentioned that I'm not receiving enough in this connection here. And I feel like something in this connection really made you stop in your tracks and kind of contemplate on things. Let me keep pulling a few more. There is a bitterness in this in the energy here. We have the Ten of Air, which is the Ten of Swords, that betrayal energy. And then we have the Hermit. This connection may have forced you to go within. I feel like this connection may have also forced the two of you to really go within. Five of Earth. Yes, I was thinking about this. So I feel that there is a no contact situation going on with this person right now. And there also may have been, some of you may have blocked each other, or they have blocked you, you've blocked them. There is a very abandoned energy here, left out in the cold. This is not, like, there is a lot of toxicity going on in this connection here. Or it went, or it happened. But now there is like there's desire to move into peace, or for some of you, things have are a lot more quiet now, from being very dramatic to, from being like, you know, words being exchanged to just stillness. I feel there is a sadness here. There's like a deep sadness that kind of that I feel here. Yeah, lots of tears being shed as well. When I see this energy, I feel like Spirit is inviting you to decide or make a choice, make a decision. You are, or the other person, like, we can't control what we experience, or we can't control what the other person does, or we can't make them feel or do certain things, like, or anything for that matter. But do have control over ourselves, and we do have control over how we react to things, or what we do about certain things that happen to us. And I feel with this energy here, I really feel that Spirit is asking you to make a choice, to make a decision. You do not have to experience this. And I feel that that is why with this card, the message that I read in the guidebook about choosing to keep stepping towards love, because love is wanting to direct you to more love. This is more from the divine and from the source and from your guides than this person, because this person is completely avoidant. This person is just not present here. And I feel that what's going on in this connection is you moving away to a better life and a better experiences here. And I feel that you are the one that needs to make the choice. If you're waiting for this person to make a different choice, to be different or to change, what I'm picking up here is like that's not going to happen. So you're the one that needs to make a change. You're the one that needs to make a decision here. Coming back to this card. You're the one that needs to decide that you are worthy before anyone else does. Because what you feel about yourself matters the most. We have the Knight of Fire. And in the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Yes. The Knight of Fire is the Knight of Wands. We have Justice here, but I cannot show her image. But I'm pretty sure that I may have already flashed her, so. Okay. Moving on. But yes, I feel like there is this feeling of really taking charge for yourself, doing things for yourself, and making this decision for yourself. Because this person is not going to do it. From the energy that I'm picking up, like this person is absolutely avoidant. For some of you, it could be something like, it's a trigger warning, but there might be like, this person may have been a baby daddy for some of you. When they abandon you. With the King of Fire here and the Five of Cups, the Five of Earth. I do feel that for some of you, it's just not for all of you. I mean, of course, that's a very specific message. But yeah, there is this need to really choose things for yourself, really choose to love yourself, really choose love for yourself, because no matter how this person has treated you, no matter what has gone down in this connection, none of this is an indication of your self-worth. You are still worthy to receive love. You're still worthy of love, and you're still deserving of it. This does not mean that you're not deserving of it. And I feel that there is this need in this connection at this moment in time to make the choice to see that in yourself and to hold your value high. Pile number 3. There is a feeling of carrying a lot of burden, but then there is a crack in this boulder here. So I feel that it's like there has been a moment of truth in this connection where you were carrying too much, and now you don't have to, or you don't need to. You don't really need to. I'm also getting this feeling for some of you that your person is watchful of you, or they're kind of watching you in social media, or just watching you from a distance. And I do feel that there's some sort of a transformation in wisdom as well for this person. And there are signs that this person is going through some challenging times at the moment on their own. But regardless, I feel that what Spirit is really guiding me with this reading here is to tell you to make this decision that you are worthy. I mean, you don't have to make a decision. You already are worthy, but it's more like a decision to honor that, a decision to see that and value that in yourself. Okay, so before closing this reading, let's just look at your advice, because I feel like for this pile, we just need many advices. But these are the cards that I've kind of pre-pulled for you and shuffled, and see what we have. Nothing will come up the situation with Void, of course, Moon. Yes, definitely. Water with Ocean, with Larimar, with Throat Chakra. This is really giving me this energy of really being honest with yourself. Really being honest with what you're experiencing in this connection here. And just like I was picking up on that energy of gaslighting, there needs to be like this awareness of your own truth and valuing your own truth, and not and being firm in there. Because if you're feeling something, you have all the reason to feel this way. If a thought pops into your head, if it's an intuition, your intuition is loving, it's never wrong. There is no reason for you to doubt yourself. You are not crazy. I don't know who needs to hear it, but you are not crazy. Like, there is very difficult things that's gone down in this connection here. There's a lot that's happened in this connection here for each of you, but these are very difficult things. You have all the right to feel what you feel. You have all the right to speak what you must. But more importantly, it's most important to be honest with yourself. And if this connection is not going anywhere, it's okay to just leave it be and move on. And then we have Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? This is reminding me of this card here, where the Spirit is asking you to hear the call of love and go wherever love is guiding you. And in this case, we're talking about self-love here. So wherever your self-love is guiding you, that is where you're being encouraged to go to. That is where you're being encouraged to move towards. But yeah, for this pile, you have all the power, and you need to decide to value yourself. You need to decide to love yourself and choose loving connections for yourself. And then we have mending. With mending, the number 52, I get this message of really mending what is, I don't want to say broken, because it's not really broken. Like, mending your relationship with yourself is what I'm getting here. Like, when I look at these two figures, it's not giving me the energy of two different people. I feel like this is giving me the energy of two versions of yourself. So I do feel that it's safe and it's time to heal. It's time to want to fix things for yourself. It's time to really decide for yourself that you are lovable. And whatever has happened in this connection, or however this person have treated you, is no indication of whether you're lovable or not. This person's action does not define you. Only you have the power to define yourself, and you know that you are worthy. You know that you're loving, and you're all that. and a bag of chips. So pile number 3, I wish you all the best. I'm sending you so much love, support, and regardless, I do hope you have a lovely day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this reading. And if you want to share anything about this connection in the comments, feel free. I'd love to read them. If you like this reading, you can always like the video to let me know that you did. And if you want to subscribe, you can always subscribe to my channel for more readings. If you want to book a personal reading with me, feel free to send me an email. If you have already sent me an email while I was away, please, and if you haven't received my reply, feel free to, I would really want you to check it again if you still want a reading from me, because by the time I upload this reading, I have already replied to all the emails. So yeah, thank you so much, pile number 3. You're loved, you're lovable. There's no need to question that. There is no need to feel bad about how this person have treated you or what's happened in this connection. There's no need to feel bad about it because it never defined you. Take your time to release all of these negativity. Take your time to release and heal. You're worth it and you're deserving of that. You're deserving of taking that time for yourself. So yeah, that is all I have for you, pile number 3, and I'm sending you so much love once again, and I do hope to see you in the next one. That was just me trying to sit on my wooden chair. Hey there, pal number 4. I don't know if that sounded weird in the recording, but if you heard a noise, that was just me trying to get seated back on my chair. But welcome, though, pile number 4. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you chose this card over here and this crystal, this is the raw citrine point crystal. This is going to be a reading. So when I started recording this whole reading, when I started the reading for pile number 1, when I picked up the stone, the crystal, I kind of already started channeling a message. So I decided to do that for all the piles and for you as well. And I'm already getting something. So for pile number 4, let me just take off the little jacket that I was wearing, because I'm getting this, something about this energy is really making me feel warm, just like energetic, hot, like there's more energy in this pile. I mean, it makes sense because you chose the citrine, but when I channel your energy, I actually try to feel into it, to channel just a little bit before starting the recording, to get into to kind of tune into your energies. And I felt this really sharp, warm, it's like, how should I explain this feeling? It was sharp. It was very sharp. It was very forward, like very, very direct. And it was like it's like there's like a little bit of an urgency here. And it's almost like, it was so direct and it's so sharp, like an arrow, you know? Something like that, which really kind of brings me to this feeling of communication. Maybe this person really needs to speak to you, or you really need to speak to this person. But there is something about really, really needing to speak to someone. And it does make sense because of the shape of this crystal as well. It's kind of it makes me feel like it's just something that can be thrown, and it's gonna go really far because of the shape of it. Just a sharpness. It's really the energy is a lot like what the crystal looks like. So looks could be significant in this connection here. Maybe the two of you really find each other's looks really attractive, and to me it's also giving me the message of maybe the two of you see each other's appearance as the ideal appearance, like your dream appearance for the person that you want to be with. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. But there is an urgency, and there is like this heated feeling, this which is making me feel kind of nervous. For some of you, this might be a newer connection. Like, of all the piles, this pile here speaks of, is most likely to be a newer connection. I'm not getting an energy of knowing this person too well, or too, you know, in a deeper level. Or maybe you do know them, but it's not, or you would like to get to know them a little bit more. There is a feeling of not really knowing this person as much as you would like to. So this gives me the feeling that maybe you've only known this person for months. That is a very strong channeling that I'm getting, that for some of you, or a lot of you, you have known this person just for months. There is a little bit of a sacral kind of attraction here, but it's barely peeking on the surface. It's like it's there, but yeah, but my hands are getting red and I'm sweating. So this person might work out for some of you. Like they might be playful, or you might be. If all of these, like, it's just what I'm channeling. So if all of this kind of makes sense for this person, or with, you know, connection, like this is too much has not happened in this connection. Like, not like the previous piles. It's a lot like there hasn't been enough time spent for a lot to happen in this connection. Yeah, there's just, you don't know them that too well, like really, like you don't know this, like it's something like that, like that I'm really picking up. So let's just see what's going on in this connection. I'm going to place your crystal there, and I'm going to look at this card. I'm going to also refer to the guidebook for this reading. This is all the crystal dust from the rock crystals. I love them though, like no complaints with the crystals. But yes, let's just take a look at what this is. We have passion for purpose with the number 2. This is giving me a very romantic first love, the beginning of a relationship, kind of a spark. And I'm gonna wait for that helicopter. I say helicopter to pass, because I don't know how else to say it. I don't know if there's any other way to say it, but I feel like when I say it, it sounds childish. But yeah, but I look at this card, it makes me feel like some of you may have met this person at work, or through some sort of a project, or through something that is meant to be a purpose, because we have passion for purpose here with the number 2. I feel like the two of you make a really good team together. Like the two of you are very, you know, you guys complement each other well. There is a essence of teamwork here. There is an essence of partnership here. And I feel like the two of you really partner very well together. The two of you may have done things together, and you really enjoy doing things together. But yes, for this reading, I really get that there is potential. There's a lot of potential in this connection here, and that is what I'm getting the most. Like, there's a lot of potential, which is really, this is the heavier message that I'm getting, that there is room, a lot of room for growth. There's a lot of room for creation. There's a lot of creative energy. Like, it's a lot of sacral energy that I'm getting here, even though this sacral and solar plexus chakra might be very significant in this connection here. But yes, that is something that I'm getting by the looks of it. There is a lot of romantic energy here also. a lot of lovely, like I'm just feeling feelings of love, feelings of potential for love, and all that stuff, honestly. Because this card also reminds me of a rose. For some of you, you could be spending Valentine's Day with this person because it's just coming up. Because when I'm reading it, this is the end of January. Valentine's Day is coming up like in a couple weeks. So I feel that some of you may be spending time with your person, some of you. It's a very sweet, new kind of energy. So I'm going to take a look at the guidebook before looking into your tarot, just to see if I missed anything. Because sometimes, as I was saying to the other pile, the way that the guidebook explains things, sometimes they do a better job than me channeling the energies. It really puts things together really well. So for number 2, passion for purpose, love, like life, flows through the heart. Feel the thrill of the flow and say nothing. Yeah, there's just a lot of energy of just giving just like having no control, and like it's not like having no control, but very less resistance to this connection. Like there is hardly any resistance from the two of you to this connection here. And there's also desire for each other, because let me just read this part. Do you yearn to I just don't want to read all of it, actually. Spirit is telling me that that's fine, I don't need to. You kind of get what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna leave that there, and see what comes through for you. So for my pile number 4, whoa, I just dropped half the deck on the floor. So sorry about that, pile 4. But this is crazy energy right here. So pile number 4, I am only taking I'm not taking reversals, and as I picked up the cards, some of the cards became reversed, so I might be flipping the cards over, and that's kind of intentional. I'm only reading the cards upright today, unless you know, it's very clear that it's meant to be reversed. So whoa, yeah, everything is all over the place for this group. Lots of energy. So what's going on in this connection for pile number 4? I don't know what y'all are doing. For pile 4, what's going on in this connection? Okay, we're starting off with the Empress. Okay, pile number 4. Five of Fire. That's the 5 of Wands. The Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. I almost thought this was the Sun, but we have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So there is a lot of this connection may feel fated for you know, for those of you who are watching, and also for your person, this person also feels that whatever is going on in this connection, and there is a feeling of fate or presence of fate, like the, you know, it's not every day that people believe in fate so much, but I feel that this connection makes the two of you believe in fate, that you were meant to be with each other, or you were meant to meet each other, you were meant to experience things with each other. That is the kind of feeling that I'm getting here for this pile. For the Empress, there is so much attraction for the both of you, and it's almost like you may have newly just stepped into a connection with each other. You may have newly just became, you know, boyfriends, girlfriends, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, what, you know, if you will. But it just feels to me like you are just really happy right now in this connection, and you just, there is a feeling of luck, like anything can happen and it's all good, and there is that Chariot energy. But with all of these energies, with the Judgment also, I'm getting this feeling of awakening, but also certain things coming into light in this connection here, or about each other. With this Five of Fire, I'm getting this energy of like holding back a lot of your passions, but it's kind of like making you a little bit clumsy and get off balance. But it's just because there's just so much passion that the two of you, or one of you, are holding in for each other. I feel that there is, I don't know why I'm hearing light at the end of a tunnel. So if you have known this person for a long time, and that will be for some of you, I feel like this is just a new beginning that has happened in this connection, and they're very grateful for it. It's almost like whatever has happened in the past doesn't, it doesn't weigh heavy on this connection anymore. For some of you, if you've just met them, it could be a past life thing that or maybe like some karma that the two of you have cleared out from past life, or healed from past life, that now you're getting the chance to be together. So there is a feeling of past life in this connection, or just feeling like all of these feelings for this person, and you just met them, and it's working. It's kind of both ways. It is both ways. But I'm getting this, some of you are newly pregnant with this person, with this Empress card here. Some of you are there is another energy that I'm kind of picking up on, and I feel that this energy is kind of glossing it over that energy. So I want to see what this energy is, but I really get this with this Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands and the Judgment, like, and also the Chariot might be speaking about it. I feel like this, in this connection, things are moving from something heavy to something very positive. And right now what's going on in this connection is like things are moving more towards the positive, from something that wasn't so happy in the past before is happy now. So I need more in this one. We have the Six of Fire, which is the Six of Wands, the this is the 8 of air, which is the 8 of swords, but it wants to be reversed. Okay. What else? The 8 of, we have the star. What I see in this connection, what's happening right now is regardless of what has happened in the past, the two of you are focusing on each other. The two of you are paying a lot of attention to each other. The two of you may also be going out together and being seen by other people. Or, and if you're not, if that doesn't resonate, then you really stand out to this person and this person really stands out to you. But something about this connection with this Chariot here is very mutual. And with the 8 of air in reverse, which is the 8 of swords in reverse, I feel that there has been a lot of challenges in this connection. There has been a lot of fear in this connection before. But I feel that right now what's going on in this connection is like this feeling of overcoming it. So the energy of glossing over wasn't really glossing over, but it's something that you're more like stepping into. But for some of you, you may be, if this is a newer connection for some of you, you may be glossing over some things about this person that is kind of making you feel some challenging feelings and making some fear thoughts kind of come out. So I feel that if this is a newer connection and there are some feelings of wondering if, wondering if it's going to work out, or, all those kinds of fears that usually come up when it comes to a romantic connection, when you're about to get vulnerable and intimate with someone. If you're not addressing those feelings, I feel like Spirit is kind of telling you to address them. But overall, what's happening in this connection is like this connection is really moving into a very nice energy, because I'm really loving this energy. It's a very refreshing, sweet energy from both ends. And, this is very much like the energy of new love, like I said, but it doesn't have to be. Reading these, like going deeper into these, the energies here, it doesn't have to be. You may know this person for some time, but it feels like it. It feels like new love, because the challenges that you may have with this person in the past, there is a feeling that you have overcome it. Or if this doesn't resonate yet, this is the kind of energy that you are stepping into. But what I'm picking up with this feeling is that for a lot of you, you have already stepped into it. But I do feel there is a nudge from Spirit. If there is something that you need to communicate with this person, be sure to communicate that and not feel afraid of it. Because I feel that this 5 of Wands energy is more internal. It's like a lot of holding back kind of energy from within. Also the 8 of air. These are very internal energies here. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it does give me this lucky feeling, or also this feeling of maybe the Wheel of Fortune was reversed in the past and now it's up to, is more lucky, and maybe in the past you may have not experienced that luck. So for some of you, since it's a general reading, I know for this pile I'm throwing all sorts of messages, so please take what resonates. I feel that for some of you, you did not feel happy in the connections that you were in the past, or you didn't feel lucky in love in the past, but now it feels like things are changing for you. It's like you feel like there's a lot of potential in love for you. Very different energies coming together, but the one thing that is very common here is it's positive, it's good. There's a lot of potential, there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of love for each other, there's a lot of care for each other. There is a sense of seeing each other as someone that you want to work towards. And for some of you, if you've known them for a long time, you have already worked towards them, and you're not, there's no relationship is, perfect, but it's like, it's really all about putting in that dedicated effort. And I feel that right now there's a lot of intention in putting in that dedicated effort. But what Spirit is telling me is that it's okay to address certain things and not gloss them over, because it's okay to keep working on a connection, and it's actually practical to keep working on a connection. Like all those relationships and connections that last a very long time, for like decades of marriage or decades of relationships, it's because people have put in that effort into that connection, into that relationship, into each other. So it's okay to bring some of these things that you're worried about into light and really communicate that with them. And that is what I feel was that glossing over energy is in this connection. But there is a feeling of winning each other over with the Six of Fire here. Okay, we have the Moon. And in the back of the deck, we have the Page of Earth. Yeah, so this is giving me that new beginning kind of energy, like this new, something that you're working with that is new to you. Basically, it's the kind of energy that I'm getting with this Page of Earth. And the Moon is really giving me that energy once again, that there's still a lot that needs to be learned about this person. Like you're still not too close to this person. Like there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of things about this person that's a mystery to you. For those who feel like this is an older connection, for those of you for whom this is an older connection, I feel like this person has changed a lot, and you have to, it's this feeling of getting to know them all over again. But there is a lot of unknown factors in this connection that you're kind of picking up on. And I feel that these feelings are there might, like I said, with this Moon, it also indicates the subconscious. So there is a lot of subconscious feelings that's also coming into the surface that needs to be addressed. So there is a feeling of something, even though things are going so well, that needs to be addressed to keep this connection going well, to keep this connection positive and sort of romantically hygienic, if that makes sense. Like not really cleaning whatever comes up in this connection as it comes up, like healing anything in this connection that comes up exact when it comes up, like staying on top of the game kind of energy is what I'm getting here. And if that's something that is coming through in this pile, I feel like a lot of you have had a lot of experiences and connections and relationships that's led you to understand this, or that Spirit is making you use those skills or be that way in this connection. Is probably because it's something that you can do. It's something that you are able to do. It's something that you can take care of yourselves. You have healed yourselves. And I feel like this is a very healing relationship. And the presence of the two of you really heals one another. And I feel that this person is also healing and is also willing to heal, to be with you. And this person also feels that there's a lot of unknown in this connection here. If the two of you have, let's say, recently moved in together, or recently got engaged, or recently got married, or some of you are pregnant, there's just so much about the future, the unknowns of the future with the moon here. But there's a lot of vulnerability that the two of you feel safe with each other, because I've been reading this whole reading like this, but then this is the first reading where I kind of did this and, you know, exposed my palm. And my palms are very, very sensitive. It's like I'm very sensitive to touch and energies, and my palms are very, very, very hypersensitive to energies. And the fact that I did that makes me feel that the two of you are very safe, because when I'm in the energy of reading a pile, I'm kind of like, it's a feeling of being completely bathed in it, covered in it. So I behave a certain way to that mirrors this energy. And yeah, I feel that you are very vulnerable. You feel very good with this person, and this person wants to keep giving you the reason to feel vulnerable with them. This person is energetically, what I'm picking up, is quite mature. I'm getting Aries energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but barely, but mostly Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus for some of you, Aquarius for some of you. Is that it? And a sprinkle of Virgo. But yeah, that is basically, those are the signs that I'm getting here. But this is a connection that is doing well right now. So things are going well in your connection. If that's the confirmation you needed, well, there it is. And it's really nice to see this energy. I really hope that Spirit blesses you with all the love in the world. But yes, this is what I'm seeing for you. But before closing the reading, I have shuffled and pre-pulled all of your advice cards over here. And let's just see what they are. But once again, like I'm getting that passionate energy, just like kind of like a wave that just hit me just now. But anyway, we have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep you facing your true north. Yes, this connection is going well. You're already doing very well in this connection with this person. As I was picking up, there are some fearful energies that you might kind of be holding in, but some of the fearful thoughts you're very, very, very good at kind of letting go and transmuting with this Eight of Swords in reverse here. Then we have communication is key. Yes, exactly what I was saying about making sure that you are communicating with this person clearly with what it is that you want, all of the things that are recently coming up in this connection with the two of you. We have Zinsight with physical body and root chakra. Yes, there's a lot of physical attraction here. And maybe working out or exercising is something that attracts your person to you, or that's something that this person does also that attracts you to them. There is just a lot of physical energy, and I feel that a lot of it could be, you know, you could benefit grounding a lot of this energy by working out, by transmuting, by, you know, it's something that's really going to help. Or using this energy for your purpose is also something that I'm getting here. Maybe there's this feeling of the two of you working together in a shared purpose because of this card is also something that I'm picking up for the two of you. It could be related to body, could be related to communication. Yeah, something like that. And then we have between worlds. Yes, the two of you are transitioning. There is that feeling of transitioning, and look at all of this red and pink energies here. But yeah, with the between worlds, there is a change and transitioning that is happening. I was also getting that with the Chariot here. There is a change that you all are going through in this pile, and some of you, this change is the fact that this whole thing is a new relationship, or you have, or there is a leveling up in commitment or something. There is a change that this connection is going through, but it's in a very positive way. It's in a really good way. So yeah, this is all I have for you, pal number 4. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you want to share anything about this connection, feel free to leave a comment. And if you like this reading, you can like the video so that I know that you did. And if you want to follow for more readings from me, you can always subscribe to my channel. If you want personal readings from me, you can always send me an email. And I do want to mention, for those of you who have already sent me an email, and I haven't replied, and it was because it was because I was away, and it's something that it's just what I mentioned in the beginning of this part, in the intro. I'm not sure if you were there to listen, but I went through a very transformative time when I was away, and I really needed that space. I really needed to process. It was one of the most I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm not sure if you're interested, but it was this time, like it was a very pivotal moment in my life when I realized a lot of things that I wasn't seeing, and it kind of threw me off. I also went through, it was something. It was really something very personal. I can't really say much very explicitly, but yeah, that's probably when you may have sent me that email, if you've already did. So I apologize for getting back to you so late, but if you check your email now, if you haven't yet, I will reply to those emails. I will have already replied to all the emails by the time I upload this video. So yes, I'm sorry if this was, boring and you didn't have to, it was not your concern, but I guess if I'm saying it, then maybe some of you are hearing. So this is all I have for you. Once again, pal 4, thank you so much for being here with me, and I'm sending you all my love, all the blessings in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one.